Welcome to session number 5 of Feldenkrais in Minutes, where we break down a lesson into smaller chunks and we recommend to practice every day one section. Today, where we will connect the two previously experienced elements. I also wanted to check with you to see how it's going. How do you like this program? How do you like these sessions? What do you notice? Would you have a preference to continue with different lessons, breaking them down into smaller chunks? And also, I'm interested how you feeling, how you improving. Please leave the comments below, jot it down. Let me know how things are going. And also pay attention to whether you don't only improve from session to session, or from sequence to sequence, but if you're noticing a greater awareness in between sessions, awareness of how you turn, how you move, how you reach behind you when you're in the car, see if these lessons make a difference in your everyday life, because that's the true goal of the Feldenkrais method. So please lie on your right side, both of your knees bent, arms in front of you. And as always, let's start with the beginning movement. The movement that is our point of reference. Reaching behind you and returning your left arm back to the front, left hand to your right hand. Do it once more and observe, notice quality of movement, smoothness, how you involve your entire skeleton in action, and also the size of movement, how far you're reaching behind without any strain. Very good. Please bring your left knee to the floor in front of you, like we did in the last session. And now place your left hand on the forehead, as in session number 3, and begin very gently to roll your head to the left and back to the right. Again, your neck is not making these movements. It's your left palm, left shoulder. The energy for motion is coming from your hand. Neck is soft, chest is soft. Gently rolling. Remember, your eyes can join the movement. In fact, they can lead the movement to the left and lead the movement of return by looking to the right. Exhale as you turn to the left. Inhale as you're coming back to your starting position, or perhaps a little bit to the right. And stop, rest, bring your left hand in front of your chest. Take a couple of breaths, simply, easily. Now, bring your left hand again on your forehead, palm on the forehead, flat. Roll your head to the left and stay there with your elbow behind you until you start to feel that by lifting your left knee, your left elbow can go a little bit further. And then by bringing the knee to the floor, the elbow lifts. So it's another form of a seesaw. Seesaw between your left knee and the left elbow. Elbow goes to the floor, knee lifts. Knee returns to the floor, the elbow lifts. Simply, lightly, elbow is lowering, the knee is lifting. Again, feel how the right side, the shape that you're rolling through. Once more, elbow goes to the floor, knee lifts, knee returns to the floor, elbow lifts. Very good. And bring your head back to starting position. And relax for a moment. You can bring knees on top of each other, the left knee on top of the right, left hand on top of the right hand. Take a couple of breaths to relax, settle in. And then we'll do the original movement. Take a breath in, and as you're exhaling, raise your left arm toward the ceiling and behind you. And sense if there is another degree of improvement in quality of movement, in your awareness of your own body, how it's moving, body in action. Do it one more time. And also maybe the size of the movement is better. But again, with the size of movement, we can only improve as much. After all, at a certain point you touch the floor. And what? Does it mean that there is no more way of improving? No way. We can improve the quality infinitely. Lie on your back. And now straighten your legs. Observe the difference between the left side of the body in its length, length of the arm, length of the leg, length of your torso. Contact with the floor. And again, we'll do a few seconds of quiet time with your eyes closed. And please bend your right knee, roll onto your left side. Assume the starting position with both knees bent, right hand on top of your left hand. Take a few breaths before we do the first movement, and then as you exhale, lift your right arm toward the ceiling. Follow it with your eyes, with your head. And then return through this arc, rainbow-like arc of motion. Great. And take a breath or two as you're resting. And then bring your right knee in front of you on the floor, left knee slightly behind you. Place your right palm on your forehead and very gently begin to roll your head to the right, following with your eyes, and then return your head back to the middle or perhaps a little to the left toward the floor. Only moving within the range that feels good to you, feels smooth, where you have full control of motion, and where you have the feeling of ease. Rolling left to the floor, rolling to the right. Elbow is opening, moving in an arc behind and coming a little bit forward. One more time. Roll your head to the right, opening your chest. And then returning back to starting position. And place your right palm in front of you. Take a moment of rest. Just a few seconds of couple of breaths before we do the second sequence. Place your right palm on the forehead again. Roll your head to the right, gently, your chest, your head, your shoulder girdle. Stay there and begin to lift your right knee while the right elbow sinks closer to the floor, and then lower the knee to the floor as your elbow lifts. And do the seesaw between your right elbow and the right knee. One part goes down to the floor, the other one lifts off the floor, and vice versa. Feel the twisted shape over which you're rolling through, a little to the left and a little to the right. Breathe quietly throughout this movement. Excellent. And bring your head back to starting position. Place your right knee on top of your left knee and rest a moment, breathing quietly. Your right palm on your left hand, straight in front of you at 90 degrees, straight in front of your shoulders. And let's do the original movement. Lift your right arm toward the ceiling and behind you. Follow it with your eyes, with your head, with your chest. Feel the motion of your pelvis. Then return back to the front. And one more time, raise your hand in an arc, like a rainbow behind you. Sense whether the movement is a little bit better than the first time around. First time today, and first time when we began the program. And then lie on your back. Let go of everything. Rest on your back. Observe changes in your right shoulder blade and the openness of your chest, width of your shoulders, quality of your breathing. And as always, close your eyes and spend a few seconds quietly letting your nervous system process this learning experience. And whenever you're ready, bend your knees, roll to your side and get up. The session is now over, and we'll see each other tomorrow with the next variation. Thank you very much.